Do you know that real estate has made more millionaires than any other investment that there is known to man? My name's Chris Naugle, and I want to share some knowledge with you. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. You see, I'm the founder of Flip Out Academy and Money School. And also in my past, I've flipped hundreds of houses. I've got rental portfolios. But the best part about what I've done is I was a financial advisor at a high level for 16 years. I dealt with clients' money. I've managed well over $30 million. And you know what I want to talk to you a little bit about today? I want to talk to you about an opportunity that all of us are going to have soon, not yet, but soon. You see, markets, whether it be the stock market or the real estate market, they work in very predictable patterns. And those patterns are usually 7 to 10 years. So if we take a trip back in history and we go back to 2007 and 2008, when we were at the top of the market and then all of a sudden it crashed down, that was over 10 years ago. We are now in 2019. So if I just said that patterns work in 7 to 10 year cycles and they're very predictable, that is safe to understand and safe to know that there's a storm coming. There's a storm on the horizon, and that storm is going to either break you or make you. You see, when things go down, when everything falls apart, it creates massive opportunity for people that know a few things. And the few things you need to know are money. You need to understand how money works, but not specifically just how money works. You see, you need to understand how money works in real estate. Because if you had all your knowledge and all your systems in place back in 2007 and 2008 when the markets crashed, would there not have been a massive opportunity for you to take advantage, especially in real estate? I know there was. I did it. In 2009, we started buying real estate, and we were buying them pennies on the dollar. Well, all I have to say to you is you might not be able to buy them pennies on the dollar this time, but you have a big opportunity coming. And you're probably thinking right now, well, yeah, Chris, that sounds great if I had the money. But here's the thing I do know. You don't need to have the money because it's never about your actual resources. It's never about the actual money you have in the bank. It's about how resourceful you can be. You see, if knowledge is power, financial knowledge, that's the real power. And that's what I want to tell you about. I want to tell you about where all the money is. I want to talk to you about where all the sources of money are. Whether you're a beginner investor or an experienced investor, it doesn't matter because the money is in the same place. You just have to know how to go and get it. And it's way easier than what you think. You see, you have to start thinking like a bank. See, banks figured this out a long time ago. And I want you to ask yourself a question, and I want you to think about what I'm going to tell you. You go into the bank every week and you deposit your check or you deposit your money and the bank teller says thank you and hands you a little receipt. And on that receipt, it says you make how much interest? Well, for most of us, we're making nothing because we're depositing in savings checking accounts. Maybe if you have a savings account, maybe you're getting 1% or less. Maybe you have a CD and you're making 2.5%, but it doesn't matter. You're losing money every single day. And that bank is then taking your money. And then in the office right behind you, they're loaning that money out. They're loaning that money out at 6, 8, 10% interest. So I want you to think like a bank because do banks use their own money to lend you when you need money for a house, a mortgage, a car, a motorcycle? No, they use depositors' money. You see, they figured out how money works, and that's what you need to do. So I need you to stop thinking that you need to have resources. I need you to stop thinking that you have to have all this money in your account before you get started. And what I want you to start focusing on, I want you to focus on how there is a massive opportunity coming and how do you attract money to you so that you can take advantage of this opportunity. And it's much simpler than you think. You see, you have to stop thinking about what's in it for you and start thinking about what's in it for them. And when I say them, I mean all the people that have all the money in these different sources that you're going to learn about. But you see, I don't have all the time to tell you about this just today. So I want to give you one little pointer. I want you to think about where most of the money sits. For the average Americans or the wealthy, it doesn't matter. Most of the money is sitting in retirement accounts. What do I mean by retirement accounts? 401ks, employer-sponsored plans, IRAs. Do you know how much money sits in those accounts? Tens of trillions, with a T, trillions. Do you realize that that's more money than you could ever spend in your lifetime if you tried as hard as you want? If you bought every piece of property you could ever buy, if 2020, if the market starts to slip and you start just buying everything, do you realize you couldn't spend that? Well, that's how much money is sitting in retirement plans. And that's how much opportunity you have. You just need to figure out how to attract that money. And how you attract money is you present lucrative opportunities for other people. You present an opportunity for them to get ahead. You present an opportunity to create more income for them. You create an opportunity for them, not for you. So that's today's tip. But I want you to start thinking about what's coming, the opportunity that's coming because of the storm on the horizon. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.